Welcome back. Thanks for your company. Well, the Supercars season is just around the corner with the Sydney Opener beginning this weekend. So joining me at the desk are Red Bull Ampol Racing's Broc, Feeney, Will Brown. Boys, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
How has the break been? Are you rested? Because when I was looking at the schedule, we were just talking about this a couple of weeks ago to see what was coming up. Thought, you're kidding, you're back in action already. It feels like you were just roaring around the streets of Adelaide not long ago.
Yeah, it feels like it goes quicker every year. We always talk about how short the breaks are, but look, we're excited to be back. We have about 4 to 6 weeks off and then we get back into the swing of things, but pumped to go racing again. I mean, after a while, you sit around going, man, what am I doing? I want to get back on the track.
Highlight of the break, Will?
Oh, God, I got up to a fair bit, actually. I stayed at home a bit, but I went on a fishing charter up to Airlie Beach with a few mates, so I had a lot of fun there, but then just used the off-season to build into this year, do a bit of training and get ready for a massive year ahead. We've already kicked off with the Bathurst 12-hour on the weekend, which was a great event. And then,
plenty of carnage.
Yeah, plenty of carnage.
We were showing that yesterday.
Yeah, Broc had that happen.
Yeah.
But luckily we finished. But no, it was a great weekend. It just it's its own weekend and you want to win it, but it really prepares you to start the season of Supercars.
All right, so the big change this year for both of you is the switch from the Camaro to the Mustang. Is it just like jumping in any other car, or are there some serious differences that you're grappling with throughout the course of the preparation for race one?
There is definitely a lot of differences. I mean, underneath, apart from the engine and how the aerodynamics work, everything underneath is the exact same. But the biggest one for us is understanding what we need to make this car go fast. So we were very in tune with the Camaro as a driver, as an engineering group. We figured out how to make the car go fast. Now we've got to learn all that again. Look, we hope it's plain and simple and we can go out and win on the weekend, but it may not be that easy.
Motorsport's never simple, is it, Will?
No, it never is, that's for sure. It is definitely a massive change over the off-season. We've built 3 new cars. We've gone from a 2-car team to a 3-car team. So there's a lot that's changed over the off-season, but I feel like we've got on top of it fairly quickly, even in the small amount of laps we've done at the shakedown. And yeah, we get to jump back in the car tomorrow for a test day. And hopefully, like Broc said, we can go out and win, but it is a massive change for the team.
Boys, it's not Holden and Falcon anymore, but it's still very tribal. So do you get any stick? I mean, this team has changed camps a couple of times. I know with Wing Cup and Lounsey in the past as well. Do you get any stick from the fans?
Oh, we get plenty. We get plenty. I was racing for Ford on the weekend at the 12-hour and yeah, I had a lot of emotional fans coming up and not very happy to see me in blue. But at the same time, it's so cool that everyone's still so passionate about it. And I didn't realise how strong the Blue Oval Army was until the weekend. The amount of people that came up that are stoked to have us with Ford is really exciting.
Do you feel it?
Well, yeah, the amount of people. When we announced that we were switching to Ford and people were putting up just burning their Red Bull gear, literally burning it in their fireplace. It's like, far out, they're not happy. But yeah, I think that the Ford group has definitely supported us coming across, and you can see you've picked up a lot of fans on that side. And it is funny reading the comments. You see people like, nah, unfollow, not following you guys anymore. But that's part of sport. And like Broc said, it's great that there's such passionate fans out there. And, you know, some have switched across to support other teams that are still running the GM product in the Camaro. But, yeah, I think we've gained a lot of Ford fans as well. So it'll be an exciting year. There'll be a transition period with the fans.
Now, any other year, Broc, you're sitting next to me as the champion.
Yeah.
It didn't go that way with Chaz. No, is it too soon to talk about this, Will?
No.
It's a safe space.
Not for me. I'm all good. I'm all good.
Any other year, you've won the title by the time you get to Adelaide. Chaz ends up at the end of the day as the winner. So rather than drag you through it, I just want to ask you, have you managed to take anything productive from that experience that you can take forward? Because of course it's disappointing. I mean, that's Captain Obvious territory. But so what did you manage to take from it?
Yeah, you got to try and learn from it at the end of the day. The big thing for me is I always thought that the end result would matter how I felt about my season. But to be honest, looking back on it, like, where we were deserving, I think, to be the champion last year. And I'm extremely proud of what we did. I mean, we won 14 races. We got 19 pole positions. Like, I don't think anyone can take away that from us from last year. So, albeit I don't have the trophy with me, I feel like we did everything to deserve a trophy. And, yeah, there's no reason why we can't fight back and go again this year. I mean, it is still extremely hard and raw, and there's still plenty of emotions coming back to the paddock for the first time, but you got to move on. We go racing, gloves are off, and looking forward to it.
What's the consensus among the drivers? I mean, if you had a season like Broc had, the consensus from the outside is maybe you deserve to be the winner. Within the paddock, are the drivers in favour of what they saw in 2025?
Oh, I loved the season last year. He got 14 wins, I got 2, and I beat him in the championship. So, which I remind him every now and then of. So, but I think it's one of those years. Generally, there's not a standout driver as much as what Broc did last year. To get the 19 poles, that's a record, 14 races and that sort of stuff. I think he had such a standout year and didn't win the championship that it looked like, the way they've changed the championship probably wasn't the right way. But I think it's brought a lot of hype around our sport. 4 drivers going into the final race that can win the championship. You could see that the fans were up and about. We gained a lot more followers. And the overall result, I think, is what the sport needed for a little bit. It was very disappointing for our side of the team, and we wish Broc won, but it's built hype going into this year. But, I don't know if it's right. It's disappointing that the best car in the year didn't win, but it's the way we've, I guess, changed our sport to make it more interesting going into those final 3 races. But, not much. Oh, it's good.
We spoke before about the learning journey from Camaro to Mustang. So they're established teams on the grid. We've got a Supra from Toyota joining the grid this year. How big do you think the learning curve will be for those guys?
Yeah, I think it will be, but I suppose that this new championship format favours them. They've just got to be in the top 10 by the time you get to Gold Coast, and then if you've learnt enough throughout the year, you got a shot at winning the championship. So, giving it the eyeball test, it looks extremely racy.
Yeah.
It looks a very fast car. But we'll see this weekend. There's so many things. Is it fast? Is it reliable? There's a lot for them to learn. But how exciting. We got Toyota on the grid of Supercars. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the more manufacturers joining them, the more eyeballs and interest. Just very quickly, how much are you looking forward to racing under lights? It's always such a spectacle from the outside. What's it like in the cockpit?
Yeah, it's cool. It's always great to start at the start of the year being under lights. It's an exciting first race, but it doesn't change too much inside the car, to be honest. We adapt pretty quickly. You get used to it. Last year's race, as you can see on TV, was an awesome race. We would have loved to have got the win, one of the Red Bull cars, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out. But it was a great race, so hopefully a lot of fans come out this weekend. But I don't know, it's a bit of a different spectacle racing under lights, I'd say.
Yes, it looks fantastic on TV. We look forward to watching it all unfold on KO Sports. If you're in Sydney, get out there, see these boys in action. It's going to be fantastic. Broc, Will, thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Best of luck for season 2026.
Thanks very much.